Well, how is it going as you're tuning in here this evening? Thank you very much for listening in as the volleyball season is come to a close. Last week of the regular season, believe regional starting up next weekend. But right now, I'm your broadcaster for today, Ethan Smith-Senna, up here in Cheyenne, Wells, bringing you varsity volleyball action. The home team Lady Tigers hosting the visiting Holly Lady Wildcats in both teams' last game of the season. As you're listening to 105.7 FM KEVAY, be it on the radio or on YouTube and Facebook for live video streaming. This is the Scooters Coffee Game of the Week. Scooters Coffee inviting all sports fans to stop by 1231 North Main in Lamar today to enjoy specialty coffee, iced drinks, blenders, smoothies, teas, and baked from scratch pastries and more. Scooters Coffee, amazing people, serving amazing drinks amazingly fast. Getting ready to bring you the broadcast between the Holly Lady Wildcats visiting to play the home team Cheyenne Wells Lady Tigers. Going to take a quick 30-second break. Back in 30 seconds here on KVAY for the pregame show. Thank you very much for tuning in this October night. As it's finally getting cooler and cooler. It is a windy one here in southeast Colorado. Thank you very much for joining me this evening for this volleyball game coming your way. This is the Tri-State Body Shop pre-game report. Chad and his team at Tri-State Body Shop are proud supporters of high school athletics and wish both teams the best of luck. Tri-State Body Shop in Lamar, known for great quality work when it comes to things like auto body repair, painting, auto service, and windshield replacement, just to name a few. Tri-State Body Shop at 204 West Poplar in Lamar, always striving to take care of all your auto body repair needs. Big thank you to Tri-State Body Shop for bringing us a pre-game report. Looked at some stats and records prior to this game. Cheyenne Wells, the home team Lady Tigers, let's start with them. They are 9-12 on the season. Had a very, very strong start. Then a very rough middle patch. They are now 3-3 in their last 6, 9-12 overall. They started off real strong, then they had about a 6-game losing streak in the middle there. When it comes to home games, they are 5-6. A win here would put them shooting 500 in home games this season. When it comes to sets, they've won 33 and lost 41. Even when they lose, they tend to make it go to at least 4 sets. Gritty team are the Cheyenne Wells Lady Tigers. Currently ranked 25th in the state, which is a problem spot. Don't know if you know, but when it comes to the 1A classification, top 24 teams make it to regionals, top 12 host, and then the winner of each regional make it to the 12-team state tournament in a few weeks. But, yeah, Cheyenne Wells right past the cutoff, ranked 25th. They'll need a strong win tonight and probably some help from teams around the ranking to lose this week. But Cheyenne Wells currently ranked 25th. Our fringe teams, Steve, making it to regionals. Meanwhile, the visiting squad from Holly have called a good few of their games. This season, they're 8-14 overall. They've won 31 sets, lost 45. They're ranked 39th in the state. Don't have a chance of making regionals, but looking to close out strong as they're 1-6 currently in their last 7 games played. 4-7 in away games. This is a non-league matchup and the season finale for both teams. The last time they played one another was last year in that season opener. Cheyenne Wells winning that one in 5 sets. Cheyenne Wells won their last 3 matchups since 2022. They didn't play from 2020 to 21. But last time Holly beat Cheyenne Wells back in 2019, so it's been a while since Holly Lady Wildcats got a win against Cheyenne Wells. The home team Cheyenne Wells Tigers, I would say our favorite today, ranked 25th. Holly ranked 39th. Both teams, losing a little bit there, more in the middle of the season, but looking to bring it back and strong on the season finale today for both teams. Okay, thank you very much for tuning in. Got a beautiful view here up in the little crow's nest here in Cheyenne, Wells. Thank you to Arc Valley Vision Care, Lamar, and La Junta for my view. Are dry, itchy, or even watery eyes making daily tasks difficult? Arc Valley Vision Care can help. Talk to them about your symptoms, and a prescription medication eye drops can help. Arc Valley Vision Care has it covered. In Lamar, call 336-3111, and in La Junta, 330-134. Arc Valley Vision Care, your clear choice for clear vision. Going to take a quick 30-second break, and then we're back for a little bit more pregame. Back in 30. Thank you very much for tuning in today. As got some volleyball action coming your way here on KVAY. It will be between the home team Cheyenne Wells Lady Tigers and the visiting Holly Lady Wildcats. In the last regular season 1A volleyball game we're bringing you this season, and then regional starting up next week. Top 24 teams in 1A make it to regionals. Right now, Holly not going to make it, ranked 39th in the state. Well, Cheyenne Wells right there at the borderline, ranked 25th in the state, right there. Hopefully a big win for them here today. And some teams right above them would have to lose today for them to sneak into the regional tournament in a very low seed. But, would like to try to get to regionals. They had a pretty neat senior night celebration earlier. Because something I really like to look at in the matchups is, ages of the players, as that really shows you, that can tell you a lot just by looking at the grades on the programs. Like this Holly squad, just one senior on the whole team. All the starters are freshman, sophomore, and then like a junior. A very young team is Holly. While the home team, Cheyenne Wells Lady Tigers, all their starters tonight are seniors. Yeah, they have plenty of seniors that they will be losing to graduation, sadly. We're going to take a quick break for the national anthem, then we're back on KVAY. Thank you very much for tuning in. Just got done with the beautiful national anthem. National anthem, of course, brought to you by Bison Title Company, sponsored by Demo Ghost and the staff over at Bison Title. One flag, one land, one heart, one hand, one nation under God forevermore. Bison Title Company, proudly serving your abstract and real estate title needs in 7 counties. Be sure to call today at 336-2242 or stop by 121 South Main in Lamar. Brought us our beautiful national anthem. Now we're getting ready for the starting lineup, powered by Evergreen Electric. Electrical needs are something you don't mess around with. It's something you leave to the professionals like Evergreen Electric. Doing business locally, they can take care of just about all your electrical needs while staying on top of the latest trends in custom lighting, security lighting, and LED lighting. You are leaders in electrical and mechanical. Contact Davey at 719-691-1872 or Bowman 719-353-2410. Here your starting line was powered by Evergreen Electric. First off, for the visiting team, the Holly Lady Wildcats, where number 1, their libero, is Natalia Garrido, the sophomore. Tressa Corum, the junior. Anais Saros, the junior. Lillian Parker, the freshman. Miranda Valdez, the sophomore. Lucy Schwab, the freshman. And Allison Rushton, the sophomore. Those are the starters for Holly. As game is underway with the Elia Muth serve. Holly's side. Here comes third hit, Allison Rushton. Great dig in the back by Scheimer. Third hit, Carol, little pop over. Holly weathers the storm. Over and 3 by Allison Rushton. Back and 1. Then back and big kill for Allison Rushton for Holly to start the game off. The Holly Lady Wildcats take the lead 1-0 on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard in the very beginning of the game. Serving for him is Lucy Schwab. Starting for the Sean Wells Lady Tigers, they're all senior lineup. Lily Gilmore, Aubrey Carroll, Serenity Worley, Athena Ball, Elia Muth, and Evan Scheimer. Those are the starters for both teams, of course, brought to you by Evergreen Electric. As Lily Gilmore gets subbed out for Callie Ball. Serve there by number 4. That was Aubrey Carroll. And then point for Sean Wells as Holly hits it into their net. Carroll getting ready to serve for Sean Wells. Sean Wells leads this game 2-1 very early in the first set. Serve there in his non-league matchup and season finale for both teams. Third hit by Rushton. Way to pinpoint that in the corner. Big kill for Allison Rushton to Holly to make it 2-2 in the first. Hey, let's thank Keefe Memorial Hospital, Gabe Roth Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, and C&K Oil. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Nice jump serve. Received in the back by Ball. Here comes third hit, number 7, all into the net, though, by number 7, Athena Ball. Point for Holly. They get 2 in a row to give them a 3-2 lead. Serving here, number 5, Anais Saros. Jump serve down the middle, too strong. Service fault. Point for Sean Wells to make it 3-3 here in the first. Getting ready to serve now, number 5, Serenity Worley. Hey, let's also thank Wendy Dickey Insurance Agency, Rushton Thoroughbreds, and KC Electric. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast, as that will be an ace for number 5, Serenity Worley of Sean Wells, as they take the 4-3 lead here in the first set. First time they played, only time they're playing against one another this year between Sean Wells and Holly. Last time, though, they played last year in their season finale, and Sean Wells ended up winning that game in 5. A little bit of a miss hit there by Valdez, unable to get it over the net. Sean Wells with a 5-3 lead here in the first set. Thank you for tuning in here on KVAY. Beat on the radio or on YouTube and Facebook for live video streaming. Set up high by Schwab. A little miscommunication. Bumped over in 3 by Garrido on Sean Wells' side. Bumped high up, going towards the middle. Number 11, nice little slam down kill by Evan Scheimer to make it 6-3 in favor of Sean Wells. Hey, let's thank The Gap here in Cheyenne Wells. Man, serving some good pizza. Sean Wells Lumber and Santa Fe Trailhouse in Holly. And they also got some good eats over there. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Third hit, Callie Ball going for that back corner. Too strong. Point for Holly as that one goes out of bounds. Holly trails 4-6 here as they have a sub coming in. Garrido to the bench. In comes Tressa Corum. Very good at the net. Leads Holly in blocks this season. Serve there by Allison Rushton. Receiving the back row by Sean Wells. Here comes third hit, number 11, Scheimer. A little dink over. Great save by Lillian Parker, the freshman, who's having a great season for Holly. And she pops it over and gets a kill. Sean Wells unable to handle the gusto. Point for Holly as they only trail by 1 now in the first set. Getting ready to serve for once again is Allison Rushton. Hey, let's thank the Quick Corner in Cheyenne Wells Grocery, and J&F Auto Parts in Holly. Thank you to all of them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Volleyball action, Cheyenne Wells, Holly. Bumped over in 3 safely by Carroll on the Holly side now. Bumped high up by Schwab in the middle. Bumped over by Lillian Parker. Good digs, good digs. And way to get it over there by a number 5, Serenity Worley. Good intention by Ball trying to find that back corner with nobody active over there, but a little too strong. Goes out of bounds. 3 straight points for Holly to tie it up 6-all in the first set. Serving is Rushton still. Let's thank Hoffman Insurance Agency, Melinda Kelly, and Garden City Regional Airport for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Athena Ball pops it high up. Third hit, little jump pop over. Nice kill by number 4, Aubrey Carroll. Good little assist there by Athena Ball. As now serving is Ball. And Sean Wells takes a 7-6 lead here in the first set. Sean Wells 25th ranked in the state in 1A. Holly ranked 39th. On the Holly side, third hit, number 9, Valdez. Low pop over received by Carroll. Third hit. Muth setting up Cali Ball, little dink over. They read it well, does Holly. Over and 3, little stand and pop over by Corum. Muth setting up number 11, Scheimer in the middle. Too strong that time as well. As majority of Holly points so far have just been Cheyenne Wells popping it too strong out of bounds. As now Athena Ball getting subbed out. For number 12 on the program, I haven't seen her play before, but according to the program, Alyssa Noreka. Bumped over. Holly. Third hit. Little pop over by Corum. Third hit now on the Sean Wells side. Strong hit by Carroll. Holly recovers. Bumped over in 3 by Parker. Here comes third hit. A Muth setting up Scheimer in the middle, but too strong once again to give Holly the lead now 8-7 here in the first set. Yeah, a lot of the points that Sean Wells has given up is just them going for getting a little too ambitious with the kills and just going too strong out of bounds. Served by Valdez. Almost aces it. Able to recover that is Scheimer. Schwab, little pop over. Almost ran into the net. And strong kill there by Evan Scheimer down the middle to tie it up 8-all here in the first set. Getting ready to serve now is Callie Ball at Cheyenne Wells. Let's also thank Rancher Supply Lamar and Lahana, People's Credit Union of Lamar and Springfield, and Colorado Mills. Thank you to our sponsors as Callie Ball with the ace there for Cheyenne Wells to give them the lead 9-8 here in the first set. Sean Wells Holly non-league matchup season finale for both teams in the regular season at least. Sean Wells, they need to win this one, and for some other people to lose their matchups this week to hopefully try to sneak into regionals upcoming next weekend. Strong kill attempt by Carroll, but great digs by Garrido and Parker to get it over for Holly. Third hit though, Evan Scheimer, too strong once again, ties it up 9-all in the first set. Lillian Parker getting ready to serve. Substitution for Cheyenne Wells. Callie Ball to the bench, Lily Gilmore coming in. Let's thank Cheyenne County Abstract and Cheyenne Wells. As Lillian Parker, a standout freshman for the Holly Lady Wildcats this year with the serve. Received, little pop over in 2 by Muth, trying to catch him off guard, but goes out of bounds once again. Yeah, Sean Wells leaving a lot of points on the table. Holly now takes the lead 10-9. Yeah, Holly playing reserved, playing very solid as well, very safe, and it's, working in their favor. Nice serve. Sean Wells able to pop it over in 3 though, received. Holly setting something up. Number 5, Saros there at the net. Received in the back, improper. Great kill attempt and get there for number 5, Anai Saros. Good assist by the freshman, Lucy Schwab for Holly. Serving once again is Lillian Parker for the visiting Lady Wildcats as they lead this game by 2 here in the first set. Yeah, something I've noticed calling quite a few Holly games this season, they all have some very good jump serves. Kill attempted by Serenity Worley, but into the net. Holly, a little bit of a streak there. They now lead 12-9 here in the first. Let's also thank Lamar Auto Parts, Cheyenne Shoes and Mr. D Sports, and Da Vinci Physical Therapy for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Lillian Parker jump serve from down the middle, received by Serenity Worley, and that'll be another ace for Parker of Holly as they take a 13-9 lead. Holly coached by head coach Fry, while Cheyenne Wells head coach Hill. Jump serve by Parker once again. Received in the back. Popped high up by Gilmore. Hit over. Oh, hit into the net though. Another ace back-to-back for Lillian Parker. As Coach Hill might be calling, might be getting ready to call a timeout here soon. As Cheyenne Wells was up 9-8, but now they trail 14-9 here on the scoreboard. Lillian Parker, excellent work at the service line. Another strong jump serve. Received by Carroll. Bumped high up by Muth. Bumped over in 3 by Carroll. They are able to weather the storm that time around. Lucy Schwab set up number 5, Saros, left side. And they let that one go out very narrowly, but it goes out. Point for Cheyenne Wells. Serving now is Evan Scheimer. Hey, let's also thank Brew Unto Others, A1 Rental and Sales, GN Bank of Lamar Needs, and Cook's Floor and Wall for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Scheimer with the serve, received by Parker. Lucy Schwab setting up number 4, Corum on the right side. Good dig there by Scheimer. Muth setting up number 4. Aubrey Carroll with a strong kill off the back. So good kill attempt. Good kill there by Aubrey Carroll. Serving still is Scheimer. And Sean Wells grabs 2 points in a row to make the score 11-14. They trail here in the first set to Holly. Lucy Schwab for Holly. Little pop over in 2. Now Muth setting up number 5 coming downhill. Good kill attempt by Worley, stopped by Holly. Now Saris, little pop over, received by the libero. Aliyah Muth setting up number 4. Aubrey Carroll, strong kill. Oh, what? They're saying that one went out of bounds. I thought that nicked inbounds, but they're saying no, went out of bounds. And yeah, Sean Wells really is leaving a whole bunch of points on the table by, sending it out of bounds. That should, tell you something about the Holly defense. They're doing strong. That, they're just staying alive and letting the other team make mistakes for you. And that's a way you can win if you just don't make mistakes. Or at least if you don't make as many. A strong kill there by number 4, Aubrey Carroll, to cut the deficit there. Is the libero subbing out here. Serving now is Aliyah Muth. Serve there. Here comes third hit. Allison Rushton. Little pop over received by Carroll. Bumped up by Gilmore. Carroll. And not killed. Garrido sets it over in 3. Now Muth set him number 5. Serenity Worley off the hands of the blocker. Schwab saves it. Bumps high up. Third hit. Allison Rushton. Stopped there. Way in the back. Unable to bump it over in 3 is Scheimer. Point for Holly as they lead 16-12 here in the first set. Now serving is Lucy Schwab. Hey, let's also thank Community Insurance Agency, Tri-County Ford, Carberly Realty, and Wallace Gas and Oil. Thank you to our sponsors as there's a service there on Holly. Point for Sean Wells. Substitution, Lily Gilmore to the bench. Subbing in for her is Callie Ball. At the service line, Aubrey Carroll. Sean Wells trails just 13-16 here in the first set. Season finale for both teams. Non-league volleyball action received by Parker. Here comes third hit. Bumped over in 3 by Saros. Now Muth setting up third hit on the right side. Lefty into the net though by Ball. Point for Holly. 17-13 they lead. Substitution as number 7, Caden Rushton to the bench. 7 in for her is Miranda Valdez. Serving for Holly is Saros. Hey, let's also thank Fellowship Credit Union, Cook Oil Company in Walsh, and Tavern 1301 for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Appreciate the support. Scoreboard reads 17-13 in favor of the visiting Holly Lady Wildcats. Going to take a quick 30-second break. Back in 30 seconds here on KVAY. Thank you very much for tuning in this evening as we're getting ready to come out of the Eads Consumer Supply timeout. First time out of the game was called by head coach Hill of Cheyenne Wells as the Holly Lady Wildcats lead this first set 17-13 on the scoreboard. Getting ready to serve for him is Saros. Let's thank Prowers Medical Center and Golden Plains Insurance Agency for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Nice jump serve received. Here comes third hit. Callie Ball left side. Too strong though. Sean Wells giving up a lot of points by just not being able to control their strong kill attempts. 5-point lead for Holly now. And Holly doing a pretty good job today offensively and defensively. Nice strong jump serve. They've gotten a few aces as most of the team has very good jump serves. Kill attempt stopped by Holly. Over in 2 by Valdez. Sean Wells now setting up an attack. Third hit. Lefty shot. And the big kill for Athena Ball that time around. Set up there by Aliyah Muth, who believe a few weeks back achieved the milestone of a 1,000 career assists in high school. Very good setter for Sean Wells is Muth. as almost aced, and there to shark it at the net. Number 14, Callie Ball with the kill. 2 straight points for Cheyenne Wells to cut the deficit to 3. Serving still is Serenity Worley. Let's also thank McClave State Bank and Eads Consumer Supply for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Served by Worley. Little pop over and 1. Strong kill attempt, but that time went out of bounds once again. Garrido was about to put hands on it, but then pulled it back real quick. Good discipline there. Lets that one through. Point for Holly. Garrido to the bench. Corum coming up to the net. Served by Allison Rushton. Holly leads by 4. Again, pretty late in the first set. Set over in 3 by Callie Ball, but a little bit of a double tap. Yep, they're calling the double hit on her. Holly leads by 5, and they just need 5 more to win this first set. Allison Rushton, the sophomore, with a nice serve. Back in 1. Oh no, but that'll be an ace as it goes out of bounds off Callie Ball. Point for Holly. They lead 21-15 on the scoreboard. Hey, let's thank Ace Tire Service, Peacock Funeral Home, and Evergreen Electric LLC. Served by Rushton. Receiving the back by Carol Muth. Set him number 11, Evan Scheimer, with the kill attempt. Receiving the back by Rushton. Little pop over by Corum. On the Cheyenne Wells side, 3rd hit. Nice little dink attempt. Stopped by Holly as they've really grown into their team makeup here. Got a decent little volley here. Kill attempt. Stopped by Rushton in the back. Lillian Parker sent up Corum in the middle. She sets it over. Oh, but I think they call him double hit. Yep, they're calling double hit on Corum that time. Cheyenne Wells getting ready to serve for him is Athena Ball. They trail 16-21 against Holly in the first set. Let's also thank Bison Title Company, Tri-State Body Shop, Arc Valley Vision Care, and Scooters Coffee for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. 3rd hit running in. Valdez, little dink over with a strong kill to make it 22-16 for Holly here. As Athena Ball subbing out for the libero. Serve there by Valdez. Received by Worley. Muth setting him number 4. Carroll from the middle. Strong kill attempt. Great dig by Garrido. Very good defensive player for Holly. Kill attempt by Parker, but Cheyenne Wells, easy counterattack. Now on the Holly side, 3rd hit. Lillian Parker left side. Strong attack. Received in the back by the libero. Bumped high up. 3rd hit. Callie Ball. Oh, miss hits it. Palms it into the net. 23-16 now for Holly. And serving for the visiting team is Miranda Valdez. Valdez with the serve. Little pop over. Aliyah Muth sent up Callie Ball left side once again. That time gets it over. Unable to be dug out by Garrido. Kill for Callie Ball. Another one for her. Hey, big thank you to Keefe Memorial Hospital, Gabe Roth Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, and C&K Oil. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Served by Callie Ball. Holly hits it over in 3, courtesy of Garrido. Back in 1. Big kill by Tressa Corum to make it set point for Holly here in the first. 24-17 on the scoreboard. Substitution as Callie Ball to the bench. Subbing in for her is Lily Gilmore. Serving for Holly, number 8, Lillian Parker, who has a few aces on the night already. Serve. Received. Set up. Here comes 3rd hit, number 4. Strong attack. No good, though. Set high up. 3rd hit, number 4, Corum. No good. Nice little misdirect by number 10, Aliyah Muth. Little pop over there. Strong kill for her to give Cheyenne Wells the point, but Cheyenne Wells still in jeopardy. They trail 18-24. Set point for Holly, so Cheyenne Wells got to play lights out from here on out if they want a chance of coming back in the first set. 3rd hit, Corum. Receiving the back by the libero. Aliyah Muth set him number 4, Aubrey Carroll. Little dink over, received by Saros Schwab. Saros on the Cheyenne Wells side. Great gap by Aliyah Muth as it bounced off the net on an awkward reception. 3rd hit, though. Little dink over by Anais Saros to win the first set for the visiting Holly squad. 25-18 on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. Currently in between sets. Thank you to Peacock Funeral Home for sponsoring our in between sets. You can visit 209 South 4th Street in Lamar or call 336-2234. Peacock Funeral Home, your trusted partner in times of need. So for the main story I'm seeing of this game is mistakes. And Cheyenne Wells making more mistakes, and it's cost them more points. And the big ones are just too strong out of bounds. Holly, staying steady, staying consistent, staying strong. Winning that first set, one set, 25-18. Despite Sean Wells being more heavily favored, they got similar records, but due to strength of schedule, helps Sean Wells out in rankings. And Sean Wells 9-12 heading into this game, ranked 25th, while Holly 8-14, ranked 39th in the state in 1A. But first set won by the Holly Lady Wildcats. Let's see what happens in the second. Could see Sean Wells clean up those mistakes and win that second set, or could see Holly just keep it going. They have had some great jump serves as well, and they're a very young core team. While Sean Wells, more experienced, a lot more experience, as almost their entire team is seniors with some juniors here and there for them. While Holly, much younger squad. So first set won by the visiting Lady Wildcats, 25-18. We're going to take a 30-second break, then we're back with the start of the second set. Back in 30. Thank you very much for tuning in as we're getting ready to resume our sports broadcast for you. It is between the home team Cheyenne Wells Lady Tigers and the visiting Lady Wildcats of Holly. Holly winning that first at 25-18. Last game of the season for both teams. The last matchup last year, 5-set thriller. I got the opportunity to call that one last year, and that was a fun one. And, so far in this one, I could very well see it going to 5 once again, but right now, Holly leads the game 1-0. As, Holly, no matter the results of tonight's game, will not be going to regionals. Well, Sean Wells, they have to win tonight to have a chance to go because they're ranked 25th. The cutoff is ranked 24th in the state for a regional berth. A big thank you to Wendy Dickey Insurance Agency, Rushton Thoroughbreds, and KC Electric. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Appreciate the support. As the Liberos come in for both sides, serving for Holly to start us off will be Lucy Schwab, the freshman, who wasn't getting too much playing time earlier in the season, but now is their main setter and has just really grown into a solid player for him. As she starts with an ace for Holly. Holly keeps up their strong serving here. Yeah, young teams like this Holly squad, primarily like freshman, sophomore, junior here and there, they really get better as the season continues, as they just learn and grow, at that rapid pace, especially the varsity level. Service error, though, by Schwab to make it 1-1. Served by Elia Muth for Cheyenne Wells. Lucy Schwab, set up number 9, Valdez. Little pop over, received by Muth. Bumped high up. Here comes third hit, Aubrey Carroll. Nice and over the net. Over in 1. Back on Cheyenne Wells' side. Elia Muth set up number 5. And what a pinpoint accurate shot there by Serenity Worley. Thought that one was going to go out of bounds like most of them were in that first set, but nope. Pitch perfect accuracy there by her. 2-1. Sean Wells leads the second set. They trail the game 1-0 against Holly. On Holly's side after the serve. Third hit, Allison Rushton. Little drive-by shot. Receiving the back by Gilmore. Third hit, Aubrey Carroll. Receiving the back by Garrido on Holly's side. Here comes third hit, right side. Valdez into the net. Miss hit. 3-1 lead for Cheyenne Wells in the second. Hey, let's also thank the Gap here in Cheyenne Wells Lumber, and Santa Fe Trail House in Holly. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Holly ball, third hit. Great reception by Elia Muth. Now third hit for Cheyenne Wells. A little dink over by Aubrey Carroll for another kill for her. Putting on a clinic so far to start the second set. They lead 4-1 here. Does the home team Lady Tigers of Cheyenne Wells. Serve there by Muth. Bumped high up, way in the back. Third hit into the net, though, by a number 8, Parker. Now this time, Holly making some mistakes here. 5-1. Cheyenne Wells leads early in the second set. Elia Muth keeping the strong serves going. Dug out by Parker. Third hit, Allison Rushton right at the middle of the net. Great kill attempt, and she gets it off the arms of Gilmore in the back, unable to contain it. Kill for Allison Rushton to Holly as they trail 2-5 here in the second set. Holly leads the game 1-0. Getting ready to serve for the visiting team is number 5, Anais Saros. Hey, let's also thank Quick Corner here in Cheyenne Wells, Cheyenne Wells Grocery, and J&F Auto Parts in Holly. Thank you to them for sponsoring this Pacific Sports broadcast. Great block by Allison Rushton. Little instinct there. Elia Muth bumps it over in 3. Great work there by Sean Wells to get it back over. Lillian Parker, short bump over to get it. Bumped high up. Third hit. Way to readjust. And another strong kill by Aubrey Carroll. And Sean Wells in that first set, I was being a little critical of what was happening there for him, as a lot of times they'd go for those kills, get too ambitious, and it just goes too strong out of bounds. Substitution, Lily Gilmore to the bench. Serve there. Receive on the Holly side. Third hit, number 8, Lillian Parker, and that'll be a kill for Holly. As Garrido subs out, in comes Corum for the visiting Lady Wildcats. They trailed 3-6 here in the second set. Serve there. Received in the back. Now Elia Muth setting up number 8. I believe Fulton bumps it over. On Holly's side now, third hit in the middle. Corum gets it past the blocker, but able to keep it alive is Muth. And then another kill by Aubrey Carroll, who's letting it rain down on Holly here in the second set. I believe 4 kills in the second as Sean Wells leads this one 7-3 on the scoreboard. Holly leads the game to 1-0 at the service line. Serenity Worley into the net. Service error gives Holly some reprieve. They trail by 3 now. Substitution for the Holly Lady Wildcats as Lucy Schwab to the bench. Coming in for number 14, Madison Neugebauer. Serving is Valdez. Hey, let's thank Hoffman Insurance Agency, Melinda Kelly, Garden City Regional Airport, and Rancher Supply, Lamar and Lahana for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Served by Valdez, received by Carroll in the back. Muth center number 11, Scheimer. Scheimer strong, kill attack. But Holly weathers the storm over in 3. Muth, quick sets, setting up number, just a little strong there. Oh no, they are saying tipped. As I thought it went out of bounds, but they're saying just tipped. Yeah, because the flags went up like it didn't hit. But good kill there by number 7, Athena Ball, and she's getting ready to serve as well. Sean Wells has Holly doubled up here in the second, 8-4. Served by the lefty Ball, received in the back by Garrido. Madison Neugebauer bumps into the net, though. Ace for Ball. Hey, let's also thank People's Credit Union of Lamar and Springfield, Colorado Mills, and Cheyenne County Abstract in Cheyenne Wells. Appreciate all our sponsors. Served there by the lefty Ball once again. Received in the back by Parker. Bumped over in 3 safely by Corum. Now Elia Muth setting up in the middle. Great dig in the back. Third hit, a little pop over. Received by Muth. Sean Wells has got it. Here comes their third hit. Full in with a strong kill attempt. Going opposite. Holly. Oh, what a mistake there by Holly. Miscommunication, as I thought Corum was there. She had it and then just let it go by her, as I think she thought somebody else was going for it, but nobody there. Point for Sean Wells. They lead 10-4 here in the first set. Serve there. She's got some strong serves, does Athena Ball. Over in 3, Sean Wells. Third hit, number 8, Fulton. Go for that back corner. Stopped by Garrido, but she gets the kill anyways. Nobody able to hurry over there in time. Kill for, first time I've seen her play for him, number 8, and that's Bristol Fulton. Serving here is Athena Ball. 11-4, Sean Wells leads the second set, looking to bring it back after dropping the first set 25-18. Another strong serve. Over in 1, Elia Muth setting up Scheimer down the middle. Great reception by Saros, bumped high up. Third hit, Corum. Too strong out of bounds that time on Holly. 12-4, Sean Wells leads the second set, as we'll probably get a timeout here soon. And believe we will. And yes, 12-4, Sean Wells leads the second set, forcing head coach Fry Holly to call a timeout. We'll take one with her. We're back in 30 seconds here on KVAY. Thank you very much for tuning in this Tuesday night. As I'm your broadcaster, Ethan Smith-Senna, as you're tuning into Your Sports Authority, KVAY, be it on the radio or on YouTube and Facebook for live video streaming up here in Cheyenne, Wells, bringing you a varsity volleyball contest last of the season for both these teams. 12-4 final score. 12-4 current score as we come out of the Eads Consumer Supply timeout. Serving for Cheyenne Wells, number 7, Athena Ball. Her lefty service has really kept Holly guessing with a couple aces and just making it tough for Holly to form an attack afterwards, giving Cheyenne Wells the momentum shift. Aliyah Muth set up number 4, Aubrey Carroll coming in. Received in the bank by Valdez. Lucy Schwab looking to set up number 8, Lillian Parker. And that'll be a strong kill by Lillian Parker as Holly comes out the timeout. Holly leads the game 1-0, but they trailed this second set now at 5-12. Hey, let's also thank the Cook Oil Fuel Services in Walsh, the Historic Cow Palace Inn, Lamar Auto Parts, and J&N Shoes and Mr. D Sports. Thank you to all our sponsors. As Lillian Parker, the freshman for Holly, getting ready to serve. Yeah, Holly, pretty young team, while Cheyenne Wells primarily seniors. With, the odd junior and a couple freshmen. Jump serve by Parker. Received by Carroll. Muth setting up number 8, Fulton. Strong kill attempt. But Holly, let's see, they weather the storm. Over in 3 by Saros. Muth setting up number 4, Carroll that time. Little dink over. Great dig by Parker once again. Lucy Schwab setting up number 5, Saros. She pops it going for that back corner. Hits the basketball hoop. Awkward trajectory. Cheyenne Wells manages. They bump it over. Holly, here comes their third hit down the middle. Tressa Corum hits it into the net. Point for Cheyenne Wells. Home team leads 13-5 in the second set. Let's also thank Da Vinci Physical Therapy, Brew Unto Others, A1 Rental and Sales, and GN Bank of Lamar and Eads. Thank you to our sponsors. Bristol Fulton, jump serve right over the net. And Lucy Schwab bumps it over in 3, stopping the ace. Third hit, number 4, Carroll once again had a very strong start to the second set. Third hit, too strong though. Good communication by Cheyenne Wells. Everybody yelling, ow! And just let it go out. Point for the Tigers. They lead 14-5 here in the second. Bristol Fulton, the freshman, with the jump serve down the middle. Pops it over. Great dig by Garrido, but they can't manage after that. 15-5 after the ace by Fulton. Another one for the freshman. Let's also thank Cooks Foreign Wall, Community Insurance Agency, and Tri-County Ford. As Athena Ball getting ready to serve here. Cheyenne Wells trails the game 1-0. They lead the second set, though, 15-5, served by Fulton. Schwab sent him number 4, Corum, into the net once again. Another ace for Fulton. 16-5 on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. This second set going swimmingly for Cheyenne Wells, making, adapting since that first set and putting it into practice. Third hit there, serve there. Third hit now over by Saros on the Cheyenne Wells side. Muth sent him number 11, Scheimer down the middle as it pops just over the net. Third hit, Lucy Schwab aiming to the back, received by the libero. Aliyah Muth set up number 5. Serenity Worley coming in too strong though. Point for Holly, cut the deficit back to 10 here. Corum to the bench, Allison Rushton subbing in for Holly. Then for Cheyenne Wells, Fulton to the bench, subbing in for her, Lily Gilmore. At the service line for Holly is Natalia Garrido, the sophomore libero. Hey, let's thank Carberly Realty, Wallace Gas and Oil, and Fellowship Credit Union. Thank you to our sponsors. As service error committed by Holly goes out of bounds. Point for Cheyenne Wells. They lead by 11 here in the second set. Looking to tie it up pretty convincingly. Serve there by Scheimer. Third hit, Allison Rushton off the hands of the blocker. Aliyah Muth sent him number 4, Carroll once again. Little dink over. Good dig over in 2 by Rushton. Cheyenne Wells adapts. Here's third hit once again by Carroll, received by Garrido. Holly's got it. Lucy Schwab sent up Allison Rushton in the middle, and she's able to win the 1v1 there at the net with Worley. Point for Holly, cutting the deficit back to 10, but haven't really been able to do much after that. Serving now is Lucy Schwab. Holly lead the game 1-0, but trailed this second set 17-7. Third hit, number 4. There's another strong kill by Aubrey Carroll, who's making her presence known in this second set. Substitution, Athena Ball subbing in here. Serving once again, Aliyah Muth. Hey, let's thank Cook Oil Company in Walsh, Tavern 1301, and Prowers Medical Center for sponsoring the sports broadcast. Served by Muth on the Holly side. Lucy Schwab setting up, rushed a little close to the net. Saros able to recover for him. Number 4, Aubrey Carroll, another kill for Carroll, the senior of Cheyenne Wells. Well, I guess senior doesn't really narrow it down for the home team Lady Tigers, as it was senior night. All the starters were seniors tonight. Head coach Freya Holly calls a timeout. They trail this second set 7-19 against the home team Lady Tigers. We're going to take one with, and we're back in 30 seconds here on KVAY. We have got the regular season finale for both teams tonight. 39th ranked Holly traveling to play the 25th ranked Cheyenne Wells Lady Tigers today in the season ender for both teams in a non-league matchup. As we're coming out of the Eads Consumer Supply timeout, called by head coach Fry of Holly. Holly won the first set, but now trailing 19-7 in the second. Back to action, Aliyah Muth with the serve for Cheyenne Wells. On the Holly side, Lucy Schwab over in 2. Now Aliyah Muth setting up number 7 into the net, though, by Athena Ball. Cuts the deficit to 11 for Holly, but still a very, tough amount that they got to try to come back to. Let's also thank Gold Plains Insurance and McClave State Bank. Thank you to our sponsors, as service error there makes it 20-8 for Cheyenne Wells. Sub for both teams as rushed into the bench. Valdez in for Holly. Then for Cheyenne Wells, number 3 Gilmore to the bench, subbing in for her, number 8 Fulton. Serving for him is Aubrey Carroll. Let's also thank Eads Consumer Supply, Ace Tire Service, and Peacock Funeral Home. Served by Carroll, almost aced them, but they get it over in 3 by Valdez. Now Aliyah Muth set up number 8 Fulton left side, another good kill for the freshman, getting the crowd amped up here in Cheyenne Wells. 21-8, the home team Tigers lead the second set and looking to tie it up one set apiece. Let's also thank Evergreen Electric and Bison Title Company for sponsoring the sports broadcast. Aubrey Carroll still at the service line for Cheyenne Wells. Received by Garrido. Lucy Schwab over in 2. Bumped high up. Third hit, Fulton. Standing hit over. And another kill for Bristol Fulton of Cheyenne Wells. Big thank you as well to Tri-State Body Shop, Arc Valley Vision Care, and Scooters Coffee for sponsoring the sports broadcast. Number 4, Aubrey Carroll, serving once again. Standing serve from the left side. Received by Garrido. Schwab bumps high up to the middle. Bumped over in 3 by Parker. Set high up, bumped high up to the right side. Bumped over in 3 by Fulton. On the Holly side, able to pop it over is Valdez and 1, and she gets a kill. Holly point, but they still trail 9-22 in the second. Here in some varsity volleyball action, Tressa Corum subs in, going to the bench. Natalia Garrido serving for Holly is Allison Rushton with a nice serve down the middle. Received there by Fulton, bumped high up. Third hit, Fulton bumps it over in 3 on the Holly side. Lucy Schwab looking to set up number 8 Parker on the left side. Received by Fulton, over in 2 by Muth. Schwab, Valdez to Corum. Oh, miffing the setup a little bit there. Point for Cheyenne Wells. Allison rushing to the bench. Garrido back in. Cheyenne Wells just needs 2 more points to win this second set. A big thank you to Keefe Memorial Hospital, Gabe Roth Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, and C&K Oil. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast, as Holly, unable to get it back over in 3, makes it 24-9, set point for Cheyenne Wells. Serve there by Serenity Worley, stopped by Garrido. Schwab setting up number 9, and that'll be a kill for Valdez to make it 24-10, but still set point for Cheyenne Wells. Valdez at the service line now. Holly win the first set 25-18 on the scoreboard, but here in the second set, Cheyenne Wells thoroughly in the driver's seat. Oh, but ace there by Miranda Valdez as it lifts right on over the net. Good reaction time by Cheyenne Wells, just a little late trying to punch it out. Another serve by Valdez. received. Set point for Cheyenne Wells. Third hit, number 11, Scheimer into the net. 3 straight points for Holly. Makes it 12-24. Valdez at the service line once again. Let's also thank Wendy Dickey Insurance Agency, Rushton Thoroughbreds, and KC Electric for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Miranda Valdez with the serve, received in the back. Net bumped high up in the middle. Aubrey Carroll aiming for that back corner. Stomped by Cerro. Schwab set on number 8, Parker. Parker off the hands of the blockers. 4 straight points for Holly as they trail 13-24 in the second set. Miranda Valdez still at the service line. Still set point for Cheyenne Wells. You know, they shouldn't be sweating here yet. Served by Valdez. Stomped by Fulton. Bumped up. Third hit on the back foot. And a strong kill on the back foot. Yeah, awkward position. Holly couldn't really handle that. Serenity Worley with the kill. Cheyenne Wells wins the second set 25-13 on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. So game is now tied 1 set apiece. In between sets, would like to give a big thank you to our in-between set sponsor, Peacock Funeral Home. Visit 209 South 4th Street in Lamar. Call 336-2234. Peacock Funeral Home, your trusted partner in times of need. Game now tied 1 set apiece. Cheyenne Wells winning this second set. Quick reminder for you, our next broadcast after this one will be this upcoming Thursday at about 6:30 p.m. Pueblo County at Lamar. Last home game of the season for the Lady Thunder in a volleyball. But right now, Cheyenne Wells hosting Holly. Holly wins the first set 25-18. Cheyenne Wells wins the second just now 25-13. We're going to take a 1-minute break. Back in 1 minute. And then here on KVAY to bring you the third set. Thank you very much for tuning in as you're listening here on your Sports Authority, KVAY, be it on the radio at 105.7 FM or on our YouTube and Facebook for live video streaming. Thank you for tuning in this Tuesday night. Final regular season game for both teams. Holly will not be going to regionals. They're 8-14 heading into this game, 1-6 in their last 7. Looking to end off on a strong note this year, while Cheyenne Wells 9-12 overall. 3-3 in their last 6. Strong start, very weak middle there. Went on a 6-game losing streak at one point. Since then, they're trying to bring it back. Top 24 make regional. Cheyenne Wells currently ranked 25th. They need a win here tonight and then some help from anywhere from the 22 to the 24 ranked teams losing this week. Or this very well could be the last game of the season for both teams. A big thank you to the Gap in Cheyenne Wells, Cheyenne Wells Lumber, and Santa Fe Trailhouse in Holly. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. As Holly, don't see that too often. They use the whole 3-minute in-between set break. A lot of times you see them only use a minute or two, most teams. But now, Holly using the full 3 minutes as they had a pretty solid first set, winning 25-18. But then Cheyenne Wells brought it back, won the second 25-13. Third set, about to get underway. This game going at least 4 tonight. Getting ready to serve Elia Muth. As the home team, Cheyenne Wells Lady Tigers in black with orange trim and lettering. While the visiting team from Holly also in black, but with red trim and lettering. So very similar jerseys and aesthetics here. Just Cheyenne Wells, the home team in orange. Holly, the visiting team in red. Game officially back underway. Served by Elia Muth. And that'll be an ace to start off the third set. I believe that's how they start off the second one as well. Hey, let's also thank Quick Corner in Cheyenne Wells Grocery, and JNF Auto Parts in Holly. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Holly Cheyenne Wells volleyball action. Season ended for both teams. Third set officially underway. Good dig there. Oh, but it hits the ceiling, falls on down. Point for Holly, making it 1-1 in the third. Lucy Schwab, the freshman, getting ready to serve. Hey, let's thank Hoffman Insurance Agency, Melinda Kelly, Garden City Regional Airport, Rancher Supply, Lamar and Lahana, and People's Credit Union of Lamar and Springfield. Thank you to them for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. With Lucy Schwab with another ace, believe for second of the day, as is received a little awkwardly, bounced off the receiver, then bounced off a teammate. Ace for Schwab to make it 2-1 for Holly here in the third set. Lucy Schwab with another serve, received by Carol Muth, setting up number 5 Worley into the net. Point for Holly, making it 3-1 here in the third. Let's also thank Colorado Mills, Cheyenne County Abstract and John Wells, and Cook Oil Fuel Services in Walsh. We thank each and every one of our sponsors, and of course you, the viewer / listener. Bumped high up, third hit, number 5 Serenity Worley, good kill attempt, stopped by number 1 Garrido. Here comes third hit, standing shot by Saros on the Sean Wells side, way back. Bumped, here comes third hit in the middle. Aubrey Carroll likes those, not right next to the net, but more in the middle of their boundary. Third hit attempt, and it's a strong kill, rocketing towards that corner, courtesy of Allison Rushton. Holly making it 4-1 in favor of the visiting team in the third set. Lucy Schwab at the service line still. Hey, let's thank the historic Camp Allison and Lamar Auto Parts for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Served by her. Bumped high up. Third hit, number 4 Carroll, little dink over, received by Schwab. Parker bumps it up. Third hit, Anais Saros up and over. Received on the Sean Wells side. Elia Muth sent up number 4, Aubrey Carroll, strong kill attempt, but is stopped there by Garrido. Going to run to try to save it is Saros, but he gets an awkward hit on it, unable to. Kill for Carroll. Point for Cheyenne Wells as they got a substitution. Gilmore to the bench. Subbing in for him is Fulton. At the service line, Aubrey Carroll. Cheyenne Wells trails 2-4 early on here in the third set. Game tied 1 set apiece. Up and over in 1. Now Elia Muth setting up number 5 Worley coming in on the back foot, and she gets a strong kill to make it a 1-point set. Let's also thank J&N Shoes and Mr. D Sports, Da Vinci Physical Therapy, and Brew Unto Others. Thank you to our sponsors. Served there by Aubrey Carroll. Lucy Schwab setting up number 11, Allison Rushton. Strong kill attempt, and she will not get it. Great work there by Athena Ball and Muth to get it over in 3. Third hit, Allison Rushton off the hands of the blockers. Another kill for the sophomore Holly. Getting unlocked here in the third set. Getting ready to serve once again. Number 5, Anais Saros, the junior of Holly. She's got a very good jump serve down the middle, received by Sean Wells. Third hit, Fulton has shown some strong prowess this game as a freshman. Hadn't seen her before tonight, but I'm impressed as she gets a strong kill off the hands of a pair of blockers to make it a 1-point set once again. Serving here is Serenity Worley for the home team, Sean Wells Lady Tigers. Served by Worley, received over into 1. Sean Wells prepping an attack. Third hit, number 8, Fulton. Another strong kill attack, but too strong. Point for Holly, goes out of bounds. Yeah, Sean Wells really limiting the amount of times it went out of bounds that second set, because that first set, that's what was really getting them and losing the momentum. Second set, though, they fixed that up. Third set, in the area every now and again, but not too bad. But that'll be an ace for Allison Rushton. Sean Wells moving out of the way as they thought it was going out, but careened perfectly in bounds. Substitution for Holly just happened as well. Garrido, the libero, went to the bench. Subbing in for is Corum. A little bit of an enforcer there at the net. Leads Holly in blocks. Serve there by Rushton. Back-to-back aces for Holly to make it 8-4 in favor of the visiting team here in the third set. 1-all when it comes to sets. Holly with the early advantage in the third. Allison Rushton gearing up another serve. Just got an ace. That one right over the net, received by Carroll. Elia Muth sent him number 11, Evan Scheimer. Looking to fly it on over to the corner. Stopped by Rushton. Third hit, Lillian Parker with the attack. Sean Wells now third hit. Evan Scheimer off the hands of the blocker. Great save by Rushton. Over in 2 by Valdez. Great save by Scheimer. Third hit, Athena Ball. Another miss hit by her into the net, though. 9-4, Holly leads the third set. Allison Rushton still at the service line. Let's also thank A1 Rental and Sales, GN Bank of Lamar Needs, Cook's Floor and Wall, and Community Insurance Agency. Thank you to our sponsors. Serve there, Aliyah Muth looking to set up. Number 4, Carroll hits it into the net though, 10-4 in favor of Holly. Might have a timeout here, and we will. Timeout called by head coach Hill of Cheyenne Wells. As now Holly winning this third set, 10-4 on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. Game tied 1 set apiece. Going to take a 30-second break, then I'm back here on KVAY with some more volleyball action. Back in 30. Thank you for tuning in this Tuesday night. I'm up here in Cheyenne Wells bringing you these regular season finale for both teams. And last 1A regular season volleyball game will be calling as regionals, believe starting up next weekend. As this is the last week of volleyball. Next broadcast we got coming your way this Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Lamar hosting in Pueblo County in volleyball. But right now, Holly at Cheyenne Wells as we come out of the Eads Consumer Supply timeout called by Cheyenne Wells. Home team Tigers trail this third set 4-10 against Holly. Third hit received by Saros. Lucy Schwab bumps it up. Now a little jump pop over by Parker. Third hit, Serenity Worley too strong. Point for Holly. At Cheyenne Wells, compared to other teams, can't control their power as much because oftentimes they set each other up more in the middle than right at the net, in fear of it going too strong. But it's just been going a little strong today. Once again, let's see, what are they calling? And she first put the flag up. And now she's putting the flag down. Think they're going to reverse it. Yes, they do reverse it. As will be called a kill for the Cheyenne Wells Lady Tigers, courtesy of Serenity Worley. As, the line judge down there, called it, out of bounds and then fixed it immediately. Talked to the up judge, and they fixed that real quick. Third, now serve there by Athena. Ball back over into one. Holly manufacturing an attack. Aliyah Muth set him number 11. Shimer, a little dink over. Corum, Garrido, number 8. Parker, blocked, though, by number 10, Aliyah Muth. First block of the game, and it's by Muth, the setter. For Cheyenne Wells, they now only trail 6-11 in the third set. Game tied, 1 set apiece, serving as Athena Ball. Hey, let's thank Tri-County Ford and Coberly Realty for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Bumped high up, Garrido into the net, can't get it over. Another point for Cheyenne Wells. They cut the deficit to 4 here in the third. Let's also thank Wallace Gas and Oil, Fellowship Credit Union, and Cook Oil Company in Walsh for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Serve into the net, though, by Ball. Makes it a service error point for Holly. Visiting Lady Wildcats lead this third set 12-7 on the scoreboard. Serve there. Received, and that'll be an ace for Valdez of Holly. I believe her third of the day, 13-7. Holly with a 6-point lead in the third set. As both teams, showing that they can win sets, but the sets themselves haven't been super close. Let's see if Cheyenne Wells is able to bring it back here in the third. If, that early, momentum gained by Holly will just get them to win. Good kill attempt by Corum. Stop there. Little set over. Back and one by Fulton. Back and one by Holly. Back and one. Back and one. Corum with the kill. Oh, no, they're saying running into the net is Corum. So will be a bailout point for Cheyenne Wells. They cut the deficit to 5. Serving here is Bristol Fulton, the freshman. Hey, let's also thank Tavern 1301, Prowers Medical Center, and Golden Plains Insurance Agency. Thank you to our sponsor. Third hit, Lillian Parker over the blockers. A big kill for the freshman. Increase the deficit back to 6 for Holly. Or for Cheyenne Wells, they back to trailing by 6. Fulton to the bench, subbing in for her. Lily Gilmore serving for Holly is Lillian Parker. Holly winning the first set 25-18, losing the second set 25-13. They lead this third set 14-8 here against the home team Cheyenne Wells Lady Tigers. But a big kill there by Aubrey Carroll on the left side. That's a player Holly really's got to watch out for. Sub for Holly, Caden Rushton subbing in. Going to the bench is Miranda Valdez at the service line for Sean Wells, Evan Scheimer. Sean Wells trails this third set 9-4, game tied 1 set apiece. Evan Scheimer with the serve. Little send serve there. Schwab looking to set up number 5, Saros. Standing hit, blocked though by a number 5, Serenity Worley. Hadn't seen a block all game, and then we got 2 within a couple minutes of each other. First by Muth, now Worley. Sean Wells cuts a deficit to 4. Scheimer at the service line. Let's also thank McClave State Bank, Eads Consumer Supply, and Ace Tire Service for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Lucy Schwab trying to set up Corum, but loses control if it goes out of bounds. Sean Wells on a little bit of a streak now, cutting the deficit all the way to 3 as we're about midway through this third set in a close non-league matchup, season finale for both teams. And an ace there by Evan Scheimer, as Holly's been used to Sean Wells being too strong, on serves and kills. Just let that one through. They thought it was going to go out, but instead plopped right in the back row. Sean Wells cuts the deficit to 2. Another serve. Lucy Schwab over in 2. On the Sean Wells side, Elia Muth over in 2. Saved by Saros. Lucy Schwab setting up Corum in the middle, popping it over, and she will get the kill. Will Corum. Corum to the bench. Allison Rushton back in. Holly letting Sean Wells get a good streak there. Holly looking to get back in the driver's seat. They lead 15-12 in the third set. Game still tied 1 set apiece. Serving for Holly is Garrido. Strong jump serve from the right side, received by Sean Wells. Here comes third hit. Number 4, Aubrey Carroll coming in like a freight train, but Holly able to weather the storm over in 3 by Saros. Now setting up number 5, Worley that time. Great dig in the back by Parker. Back over in 2 by Schwab. Bumped high up by Muth. Aubrey Carroll once again. Another kill for Carroll. Took her a little bit to start up. Man, the second and third set, she has been in emotion here. As now served by Elia Muth. Bumped up, bumped over in 3. Received by Gilmore. Third hit on left side. Another kill. That one courtesy of Athena Ball, the lefty, to cut the deficit all the way to 1. As 14-15 now here in the third set. Serving is number 10, Elia Muth, looking to tie it up. Hey, let's also thank Peacock Funeral Home, Evergreen Electric LLC, and Bison Title Company. Thank you to our sponsors. Lucy Schwab setting up number 5, Saros, little jump popping over. Now Elia Muth setting up number 4, Carroll, coming in on coming downhill. Big kill by Aubrey Carroll to tie it up, 15-all. Sean Wells, one heck of a run there. Game tied 1 set apiece. This is the closest it's been, this deep in the set. 15-all. Third hit, a little pop over, and now Elia Muth setting up number 5, unable to get the kill over in 2 by Rushton and Schwab on Sean Wells' side, set over in 3 by Scheimer. Holly, couldn't get, 2 players almost colliding. Sean Wells, crazy run there, as went from down about 6 or 7, are now leading by 1 here, 16-15 in the third set. Thank you very much for tuning in. Head Coach Fry of Holly calls a timeout. We're going to take one with her. We're back in 30 seconds here on KVAY. Thank you very much for tuning in this evening here in Cheyenne Wells. It's been a windy one in southeast Colorado. Happy I'm indoors here. Lovely view in the Crow's Nest in Cheyenne Wells as we come out of the Eads Consumer Supply timeout called by head coach Fry of Holly. As they had a pretty commanding lead in the third set, but Cheyenne Wells brought it back. The home team Tigers now lead 16-15 in the third set. Game tied 1 set apiece. Back in action. Third hit, Allison Rushton bouncing off the top of the net. Muth there for Sean Wells to keep it alive. Third hit, Aubrey Carroll, strong kill attempt. No good. Lucy Schwab setting up Rushton in the middle. Too strong that time, goes out of bounds. 2-point lead for Sean Wells now here in the third set. Hey, let's also thank Tri-State Body Shop, Arc Valley Vision Care, and Scooters Coffee. Thank you to all our sponsors. Served there by Muth. Received by Holly Schwab up and over in 2. Now Aliyah Muth setting up number 4, Aubrey Carroll left side. Once again, another big kill for Carroll set up by Muth. Muth has done an excellent job setting up her team today. And Aubrey Carroll, wonderful job there, especially on that left side, getting those nice kills. Lymuth still at the service line for Cheyenne Wells. They lead 18-15 here in the third set. Allison Rushton into the net. Ace there. 4-point lead for Cheyenne Wells. Hey, let's thank Keefe Memorial Hospital, Gabe Roth, Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, and CNK Oil. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Holly at Cheyenne Wells volleyball, and another block there by Serenity Worley. All the seniors for Cheyenne Wells, feeling it. Another timeout called by head coach Freya Holly. We're going to take one with her. We're back in 30. Going to be back in 30 seconds here on KVAY. Thank you very much for tuning in this Tuesday night. I'm up here in Cheyenne Wells bringing you a varsity volleyball broadcast. This third set has had a lot of flips and turns here as both teams have called timeouts. Cheyenne Wells calling one early. They were down, I believe, 4-12. But since then they made it a 15-15. That's when Coach Fry called that last timeout. Now it's 20-15 as we come out of the Eats Consumer Supply timeout in favor of Cheyenne Wells. Lucy Schwab up and over in 3 on the Cheyenne Wells side. Aliyah Muth setting up Serenity Worley. Strong kill attempt, but no good. Allison Russia in the middle, able to get it past the blocker. Holly needed that for some morale boost. Holly trails by 4, they're saying she runs into the net. Thought it was a point for Holly, is point for Cheyenne Wells. Lady Tigers lead by 6, only need 4 more to win the third set. Almost aced her over in 2. There, though, on the comebacker is Serenity Worley, as it just, fell right to the top, right to the center of the net, and, Worley was there and just sharked it down. Served by Muth once again. One heck of a service streak here. Third hit, Allison Rushton. Keeping it alive, bumped high up, bumped over in 3 safely by Carroll on the Holly side. As Cheyenne Wells has put on one heck of a clinic. But that time they end the streak finally, does Holly with a kill by Allison Rushton. But Holly's got a bunch of work to do. They trail 16-22 against Cheyenne Wells here in the third set. Game tied 1 set apiece. Lucy Schwab at the service line. Hey, let's also thank Wendy Dickey Insurance Agency, Rushton Thoroughbreds, and KC Electric. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Lucy Schwab with the ace there. Cut the deficit to 5. They can't really afford many more mistakes here, Ken Holly. And as I jinx them, Lucy Schwab with the service there right into the net. Substitution for Cheyenne Wells as Gilmore to the bench. Subbing in is Bristol Fulton at the service line for Cheyenne Wells. Number 5, Serenity Worley. Aubrey Carroll at the service line. Bumped up. Third hit up and over, received by Carroll. Now Aliyah Muth setting up number 8, Fulton. Fulton, the freshman, has had a good showing as she gets a kill to make it set point. Hey, let's also thank the Gap in Cheyenne Wells Lumber, and Santa Fe Trailhouse in Holly. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Set point for the home team, Cheyenne Wells Lady Tigers, fighting back early in the third set. Served by Carroll. Received. Third hit. Allison Rushton up and over. Received by Carroll. Aliyah Muth setting up Fulton to bump it over in 3. Holly manufacturing something. Caden Rushton. Allison Rushton. Great save there. Great. And over in 3 by Aliyah Muth. Good dig by Garrido. Set point. Third hit over the blockers. Now over in 2. Little palm over. Now Caden Rushton setting up number 5, Saros, goes out of bounds. Point Cheyenne Wells. They win the third set 25-17 on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. Scoreboard now reads 2-1 in favor of Cheyenne Wells. Holly winning the first, Cheyenne Wells bringing it back in the second and third. Currently in between sets, big thank you to our in between set sponsor, Peacock Funeral Home. Just like a great coach, Peacock Funeral Home understands that every situation is unique. Whether you're planning or facing a loss, their experienced team led by Clay and Cassie will work with you to create a personalized plan honoring your loved one's memory. Visit 209 South 4th Street in Lamar or call 336-2234. Peacock Funeral Home, your trusted partner in times of need. Thank you to them for bringing us our in-between sets. Holly wins the first set, 25-18. Cheyenne Wells won the second, 25-13. Then they won that third set, 25-17, after being down by about 7 very early on, but then brought it back, especially with the Lion Muth at service line. So 2-1, Cheyenne Wells leads this game heading into the fourth. Could end here, could go to 5. Let's see what happens. We're back in 1 minute here on KVAY. Thank you for tuning in this Tuesday night volleyball action season finale for both teams in the regular season. Cheyenne Wells hosting Holly. They lead. The home team, Lady Tigers, lead this game 2-1. Holly winning the first one, but Cheyenne Wells bringing it back. Holly, good bit of a younger team, while Cheyenne Wells' entire starting lineup made up of seniors. And Cheyenne Wells at the fringe of making regionals, as top 24 make regionals in Class 1A, with the top 12 teams hosting. So even if they make it, it will be a very tough matchup for them against like a 1, 2, or 3 seed. But they're right at 25, right at the cutoff. They wouldn't make it if the season ended today. So hopefully for Cheyenne Wells, big win here. And, you know, they need some help to be able to make it to regionals, while Holly, ranked 39th in the state, will be unable to go to regionals no matter the results of this game or any other game. You know, Holly really had a solid season as they just got better and better. You know, a little bit of rebuild years as they have just the one senior on the whole team, primarily a freshman, sophomore, and juniors. So they're just going to get better and better, while Cheyenne Wells, you know, they're going to be looking for full rebuilds as their entire starting lineup made up of seniors. Game about to get back into action. Thank you very much for tuning in this evening. Holly, serving for him is Lucy Schwab. Hey, let's thank the quick corner in Cheyenne Wells. Cheyenne Wells Grocery and JNF Auto Parts for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Served by Schwab, bumped high up, bumped over in 3 by Carroll. On the Holly side, Lucy Schwab sent him number 5, Saros, into the net, though. Point for Cheyenne Wells, 1-0. Home team Lady Tigers lead. As serving now will be number 10, Aliyah Muth. And when she was serving, it really got to Cheyenne Wells earlier. Now into the net there. Point for Cheyenne Wells. They lead 2 points to nothing now here. Aliyah Muth at the service line still. Serve there. Cheyenne Wells leads 2-0 into the fourth set. Too strong by Allison Rushton of Holly makes it 3-0 for Cheyenne Wells. Cheyenne Wells leads the game 2-1. Hey, let's thank Hoffman Insurance Agency, Melinda Kelly, Garden City Regional Airport, Rancher Supply, Lamar and Lahana, and Colorado Mills. Thank you to our sponsors. As third hit will pop over by Valdez. Aliyah Muth sent him number 4, Aubrey Carroll. Another strong kill by Carroll to give Cheyenne Wells an early 4-0 lead in the fourth set. Hey, let's also thank Cheyenne County Abstract and Cheyenne Wells, Cookville Fuel Services in Walsh, and the historic Cow Palace Inn. Thank you to our sponsors, Aliyah Muth at service line. Holly winning the first set, Cheyenne Wells winning sets 2 and 3 here in this non-league of varsity volleyball matchup. Little float over serve. Lucy Schwab sent up Allison Rushton. That'll be a big kill for Rushton to open up the scoring for Holly in this fourth set. They now trail 1-4. Getting ready to serve for him will be the junior Saros. Let's also thank Lamar Auto Parts and J&N Shoes and Mr. D Sports for sponsoring the sports broadcast. Jump serve by Saros. Received there by Gilmore. Bumped high up third. Hit number 5. Serenity Worley left side. Big kill by Worley down the left sideline. And substitution, Gilmore subbing out for Fulton. Coming to the service line now is Aubrey Carroll LaShine Wells. Let's also thank Da Vinci Physical Therapy, Brew On to Others, and A1 Rental and Sales for sponsoring the sports broadcast. Serve there. Received by Garrido. Schwab bumps high up. Third hit. Into the net, though. Oh, thought it was it. Yeah, it was into the net, though. 4 hits. Took them a while to call it. I was a little confused there. And Sean Wills about to get their third hit before the judges called that it was a 4th hit. So point for Sean Wells. Served there by Carroll. Lucy Schwab setting up number 8 off the hands of the blocker there on the kill attempt by Parker. Elia Muth setting up number 8. Bristol Fulton, the freshman, has shown great promise this game. No good in the kill attempt that time. Bumped high up. Valdez, little pop over, received by Carroll. Now Muth backwards sent. Athena Ball, lefty. Great work there by Ball. Using the left hand to great effect. They lead 7-1 here in the 4th set to Cheyenne Wells. They got a substitution as Anais Saris to the bench, subbing in for him. Believe for the first time this game will be number 12, Cabry Hatcher. Serving now, Serenity Worley. And that'll be an ace for Worley to make it 8-1 in favor of Sean Wells, leading the way here in this 4th set. Hey, let's also thank GN Bank of Lamar Needs, Cooks Foreign Wall, Community Insurance Agency, and Tri-County Ford. Thank you to our sponsors. Served there by Worley, stopped by Garrido, over and 2 by Valdez. On the Sean Wells side, Elia Muth sent up number 8, Bristol Fulton. Little strong that time. Point for Holly. Holly trails 2-8, though, very early here in the 4th set. And risk of losing this game as Holly trails this game 1-2 as the visiting team. Garrido to the bench, subbing in for is number 4, Tressa Corum. Serving for Holly is Allison Rushton with an ace on the day. And make that 2. Point for the Holly Lady Wildcats on an awkward reception by Cheyenne Wells. Big thank you as well to Coberly Realty, Wallace Gas and Oil, Fellowship Credit Union, and Cook Oil Company in Walsh. Thank you to our sponsors. Served by Allison Rushton. Received by Serenity Worley. Oh, that was awkward. It got stuck on one of the basketball hoops and for a few seconds, but then rolled down. Cheyenne Wells able to recover. Third hit, little pop over. Too strong by Valdez. Point for Cheyenne Wells. They're tripled up on Holly, 9-3 here in the 4th set. Substitution, Allison Rushton to the bench. Coming in for will be Natalia Garrido at the service line for Cheyenne Wells, Athena Ball. Big thank you as well to Tavern 1301 and Prowers Medical Center. Served by Ball. Stopped by Garrido. Lucy Schwab setting up. Oh, no, but that'll be an ace. They're unable to get it over. 10-3. Cheyenne Wells taking it to Holly here in the 4th set. Let's also thank Golden Plains Insurance and McClave State Bank. Athena Ball, the lefty for Cheyenne Wells. You don't see too many lefty servers. And, was a little awkward for her to get into the motion, but she's been getting to it. As believe will be, don't quite know what's happening. I think they're going to reverse the point because the scoreboard went from 10-9 for Cheyenne Wells, and they pointed over there because might be a rotation issue on the Cheyenne Wells side. In the meantime, let's thank Eads Consumer Supply, Ace Tire Service, Peacock Funeral Home, and Evergreen Electric LLC. Thank you to all our sponsors. There's Aubrey Carroll talking to the up judge here. Thank you for tuning in on KVAY, be it on the radio or on YouTube and Facebook. Hey, next sports broadcast we got for you this Thursday, 6:30 p.m. estimated start time. Lamar hosting Pueblo County for Lamar Volleyball's last home game of the season. Then on Friday, 7 p.m. start time, Lamar hosting Florence in League of Football. And then on Saturday, 1 p.m., McClave hosting Springfield in 8-man football as everybody's regular season's coming to an end this week with, I believe, state starting next week for football and regionals next week for volleyball with, I believe, state to follow the week after. Yeah, a little bit of confusion on both sides. Cheyenne Wells currently leads this game 2-1. After dropping the first set 25-18 to Holly, Cheyenne Wells bringing it back 25-13 and 25-17. But Holly still very impressive performances tonight. As the scoreboard is now reading 9-4 in favor of Holly. As Lucy Schwab will get subbed out for Madison Neugebauer. Believe we're getting ready to rejoin the action. As I believe it was an issue with the lineup. As I think they had the wrong person serve that point, because I was pretty sure it was Carroll who was there first, and then they won the point again, and then Worley was there, and I noticed that, and I'm like, oh, that seems off, but okay. But yeah, I think that point didn't matter because due to a lineup shift, an illegal lineup shift, so. That point actually goes to Holly. Scoreboard reads 4-9 in favor of Holly here in the fourth set. As down judge talking to head coach Hill of Cheyenne Wells. As they are figuring out the rotation. There we go. And I think we're getting ready to join back into the action. But before then, we're going to take a quick 30-second break. Back in 30 here on KVAY. Thank you very much for tuning in for some Tuesday night volleyball action. A little bit of a mix-up on the Cheyenne Wells lineup side, but we're back in action. Serve there by Valdez. Third hit for Cheyenne Wells. Trying to slam it down over the net was Scheimer, but into the net. Point for Holly. They trail 5-9 here in the fourth set. Holly trails 1-2 against the home team Lady Tigers. Hey, let's thank Bison Title Company, Tri-State Body Shop, Arc Valley Vision Care, and Scooters Coffee. Thank you to our sponsors. Point for Cheyenne Wells, and that serve goes out of bounds. Cheyenne Wells got him doubled up 10-5 here on the scoreboard. Serving now will be Athena Ball. Bumped up, and Garrido bumps over in 3 on the Cheyenne Wells side now. Ball to Muth over in 2. Great kill attempt. Great dig, though, by Garrido. Back on the Cheyenne Wells side. Muth center, number 11, Evan Scheimer coming downhill. Great kill in that back corner. Number 11, Evan Scheimer will get the kill to make it 11-5 for Cheyenne Wells. Athena Ball at the service line, the lefty. A big thank you to Keefe Memorial Hospital, Gabe Roth Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, and C&K Oil. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Punched over, popped up. Third hit, Aubrey Carroll way back, and a big kill for Aubrey Carroll. Once again, 12-5. Cheyenne Wells leads the fourth. Still serving is the lefty, Athena Ball. Serve down the middle. Strong serve. Back in Cheyenne Wells in 1. Third hit, Bristol Fulton, a little pop over. Back in 1 by Corum. Fulton saves it. Elia Muth setting up number 11, Scheimer down the middle. Little block there by Corum. Stays alive. Elia Muth setting up Fulton to bump it over in 3 on the Holly side now. Madison Neugebauer popping it high up left side. Lillian Parker up and over in 3. Miscommunication on Cheyenne Wells. Kill for Parker to cut the deficit to 6 for Holly here in the fourth set. Hey, let's also thank Wendy Dickey Insurance Agency, Rushton Thoroughbreds, and KC Electric for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. At the service line, the freshman Lillian Parker, strong jump serve, received by Worley. Elia Muth at him, number 11, Scheimer coming down the middle. Great reception that time by Caden Rushton. Hit over in 3 by Garrido, receiving the back by the libero. Now Elia Muth setting up Fulton. Madison Neugebauer to number 12, Hatcher. A little slap over. Third hit, number 4, Aubrey Carroll into the net, though. Miss hit. 2 straight points for Holly. Cuts the deficit for him to 7. to 5 points. They trail 7-12 here in the fourth set. Cheyenne Wells leads this game 2-1. Lillian Parker, the freshman, another strong jump serve there. Yeah, this Holly team, young squad, also very, very solid serving lineup they got. Great kill by Tressa Corum. The little rainbow arc there to the corner. Cheyenne Wells thought it was going out, but instead landed perfectly inbounds. 3 straight points for Holly to cut the deficit to 4. Looking maybe to send it to 5. They can keep this hot streak going for them. Lillian Parker, the freshman, still at the line of service. Jump serve there. Received by Worley. Saved by Muth, but will not be bumped over in 3. Another ace for Lillian Parker to cut the deficit to 3 for Holly. Hey, let's also thank the Gap in Cheyenne Wells, serving some great pizza, Cheyenne Wells Lumber, and Santa Fe Trail House in Holly. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Third hit, Fulton with a big kill by Bristol Fulton, the freshman of Cheyenne Wells, to stop Holly's hot streak. As Holly was down 12-5, but now they only trail 13-9. Good little work by Holly. Serving for Cheyenne Wells. Bristol Fulton, the one who just got the kill. Nice serve up and over, and almost an ace. Good quick thinking by Corum to slap it over. Third hit, Evan Scheimer down the middle. And Caden Rushton able to get a piece of it, but the ball gets lodged up in the basketball hoop on the side, up high, and then falls on down. Cheyenne Wells leads 14-9 here in the fourth set. Bristol Fulton still at the service line. Let's also thank Quick Corner in Cheyenne Wells Grocery, and J&F Auto Parts in Holly for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Hit by Garrido. Oh, and that'll be a kill for Garrido. Cheyenne Wells unable to handle the sauce. As substitutions for both teams. Corum to the bench. Garrido subbing in for her on Holly. While for Cheyenne Wells, Bristol Fulton to the bench. Subbing in for her is Lily Gilmore. Serving here, Natalia Garrido. Strong jump serve down the right sideline. Now Aliyah Muth and number 4, Carroll, coming down strong with the kill attempt. Stopped by Caden Rushton. Now Allison Rushton down the middle over the hands of the blocker. Bumped high up. Bumped over in 3 by Evan Scheimer on the Holly side. Madison Neugebauer to Hatcher. Hatcher, a little slap over. Great dig. Nice over in 2 for the big kill by Aliyah Muth. 15-10, Cheyenne Wells leads this fourth set. Big thank you as well to Hoffman Insurance Agency, Melinda Kelly, and Garden City Regional Airport. Thank you to our sponsors. Evan Scheimer, serve into the net. Point for Holly. They trail by 4 with the Lady Wildcats here in the fourth set. They trail the game 1-2 as well. Madison Neugebauer seeing some playing time here. From what I remember, pretty solid at serving. Serve there. Aliyah Muth setting up number 11, Scheimer. Blocked, though, by Allison Rushton to cut the deficit to 3 for Holly. Holly showing a plenty of grit here. Madison Neugebauer with the serve. Setting up number 4, Aubrey Carroll. Strong kill attempt. Able to get a hand on it is Garrido. Bumped over in 3 by Madison Neugebauer. Back in 1. Garrido there. Madison Neugebauer bumps high up. Allison Rushton kill attempt. Stopped by Scheimer. Over in 2. Stopped by Caden Rushton. Madison Neugebauer. And then Allison Rushton up and over in 3. The Holly reserve showing some great fight here as Holly wins that point to cut the deficit to 2. Yeah, Holly, not their starting lineup here. About half of them were starters, but, Rushton, Caden Rushton, Hatcher, and Madison Neugebauer have been very good on defense, and that's been helping them here. Good serve. Third hit. Oh, but that time, big kill, though, by Serenity Worley to try to get the pace back in favor of the Cheyenne Wells Lady Tigers. As number 7, Athena Ball coming back in. Serving now will be Aliyah Muth. Substitution for Holly as Madison Neugebauer to the bench after some solid minutes. And subbing in for it is Lucy Schwab. 16-13, Cheyenne Wells leads this fourth set. They lead the game 2-1. Strong serve by Muth in that second set with Muth at the service line. That's when they got most of their points. I believe they went 10 in a row. They're at the net, unable to get it past them. Serenity Worley got a block on it. And then Holly able to, they stayed alive for a little bit there, but were unable to get it over in 3. Cheyenne Wells leads 17-13 here in the fourth set. Looking to close it out. Served by Muth. Received by Parker. Lucy Schwab. Center number 11, Rushton. Almost, will be a big kill for Allison Rushton there. cut the deficit to 3 once again. Holly staying on him here in the fourth as Caden rushed into the bench. Coming in for it is Miranda Valdez. At the service line for Holly is Cabry Hatcher. Hey, let's also thank Rancher Supply Lamar and Lana, People's Credit Union of Lamar and Springfield, Colorado Mills, and Cook Oil Fuel Services in Walsh. Thank you to our sponsors. As Hatcher too strong on the serve, goes out of bounds, point for Cheyenne Wells. Lily Gilmore to the bench, Bristol Fulton subbing back in, 18-14. Cheyenne Wells leads this fourth set, 7 more points and they win the game to close the season. Served by Aubrey Carroll on the Holly side. Third hit, Allison Rush, an awkward angle, big kill for her. Holly, not letting up here. Garrido to the bench, Corum subbing in for her. At the service line, Allison Rushton with an ace or 2 on the day for Holly. Holly showing plenty of fighting spirit here in the fourth set. Served by Holly, by Rushton, received by Fulton. Now set up down the middle. Great stop there by Lucy Schwab. Hit over in 3 by Cabry Hatcher on the Cheyenne Wells side. Oh, miscommunication. Kill for Hatcher. 16-18. Cheyenne Wells leads by 2. Holly getting ready to serve. Getting ready to serve here will be Allison Rushton. Hey, let's also thank the historic Cal Pallison, Lamar Auto Parts, and Jan and Shoes and Mr. D Sports for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Bristol Fulton set up left side. Stopped by Cabry Hatcher. Setting up Valdez. Bumps it over in 3. Now setting up number 7, Athena Ball. Good bump over. Hatcher. Schwab to Parker. Little tip over. Bumped. Third hit, Bristol Fulton, strong kill attack. Stopped by Schwab. Third hit, number 4, Corum into the net, though. Point for Cheyenne Wells on that strong volley. 19-16, home team Tigers lead this fourth set. Allison Rushton goes to the bench. Coming in for is number 1, Natalia Garrido. Serve there, received by Garrido. Third hit, number 9, Valdez pops it over. Scheimer. Muth. Now number 8, Fulton with another big kill for the freshman to make it 20-16 here. At the service line, number 5, Serenity Worley. Hey, let's also thank Da Vinci Physical Therapy, Brew One to Others, A1 Rental and Sales, and GN Bank Lamar Needs. We thank all our sponsors. Lillian Parker bumps it in 3. Now Aliyah Muth setting up right side. Little set over by Ball. Now over in 2 by Valdez, trying to catch him off guard. Unable to catch the Lady Tigers off guard, though. Third hit, Aubrey Carroll aiming for that back corner. Stopped by Hatcher, bumped high up. Yeah, Cheyenne Wells, their ceiling's a little bit higher than most other teams. I mean, we get to see some more action, on those high bumps. Strong kill attempt by Scheimer. Too strong, though. 17-20. Holly staying nipping at the heels of the home team. Lady Tigers serving for the visiting team is number 9, Miranda Valdez. This set's been very close. Neither team calling a timeout yet here in the fourth. Third hit, Aubrey Carroll into the open space, but we might be seeing a timeout here soon. 21-17, Cheyenne Wells leads this fourth set. Athena Ball at the service line. Cheyenne Wells also leading the game 2-1. Let's also thank Cooks Ford Wall, Community Insurance Agency, and Tri-County Ford. Thank you to our sponsors. Served by Ball. Received by Garrido, bumped up. Third hit, Lillian Parker, a little pop over. Saved. Here comes third hit, Bristol Fulton, the freshman. Strong kill for Fulton. 3 more points, and Cheyenne Wells wins this game. They lead 22-17, breaking away from Holly. Let's also thank Coberly Realty, Wallace Gas and Oil, and Fellowship Credit Union for sponsoring. Athena Ball, nice lefty serve. Oh, but popped high. I thought Garrido was going to let it go. She could have, but gets her, as that'll be an ace for Athena Ball. Been an ace party today for both sides. 23-17. Yeah, if Coach Ryan calling a timeout here, don't think she will, unless Holly looks to pull themselves by their bootstraps and try to win this fourth set. Cheyenne Wells leads at 23-17. Third hit, Scheimer. Received by Garrido. Now Lucy Schwab setting up number 8. Strong kill there by Lillian Parker, the freshman. Holly looking to fight back. Fighting tooth and nail as Ball going back to the bench. Serving for Holly is number 8, Lillian Parker. Holly, it's doable. It's possible. They trail 18-23 here in the fourth set. They trail by one set to 2. They just can't make any mistakes really at all. Aliyah Muth setting up number 8 into the net, though, by Fulton. Point for Holly. Holly trails 19-23 here in the fourth. Let's also thank Cook Oil Company in Walsh and Tavern 1301 for sponsoring. As Lillian Parker, the freshman, strong jump serve, stays consistent there. And good work by Tressa Corum. Shark in there at the net. 2 straight points for Holly. As, head coach Hill actually calling a timeout before Fry does. First time out of the fourth set called, and it's called by the head coach of Sean Wells. Sean Wells leads this fourth set 23-20. Wants to keep her girls' heads in the game after they just gave up 3 straight points because they don't want this going to a 5th set. We're back in 30 seconds, though, here on KVAY. Thank you very much for joining me for my coverage of tonight's varsity volleyball game as we come out of the Eads Consumer Supply timeout called by head coach Hill of Sean Wells. Sean Wells giving up 3 straight points to Holly. Sean Wells leads this game 2-1. They lead this fourth set 23-20. They just need 2 more points to win. But Holly mounting a little bit of a comeback. Lillian Parker staying unshakable at the service line. Sean Wells, though, unable to get it over in 3. Another ace for Parker. Holly 4 straight points looking to bring it back. Lillian Parker, a standout freshman for Holly. Hey, let's also thank Prowers Medical Center, Golden Plains Insurance, and McClave State Bank. Thank you to our sponsors. Serve there, received. Now Alaya Muth setting up Fulton. Fulton up and over. Big kill by the freshman, Bristol Fulton, who's had herself a standout performance as well. Both teams with a number 8 being a freshman who's just had an excellent game. Match point, Sean Wells leads 24-21. Holly trying to close the gap, but this might be it for him at the service line. Was Aubrey Carroll into the net, though. Point for Holly. Holly still has some fight left. As Fulton goes out, subbing in is Lily Gilmore. Natalia Garrido, she's got a great jump serve from the right side. Knock on wood, don't want to jinx her, give the broadcasters jinx. Jump serve, nice serve, and that'll be an ace. Holly makes it 23-24. If Holly scores one more, it'll make it deuces. And head coach Hill of Cheyenne Wells calling another timeout. Cheyenne Wells has been in the driver's seat this entire fourth set, but they've called both the timeouts here as, they don't want to take it to 5 sets. Holly showing some great fight so far. We're back in 30 seconds here on KVAY. Thank you very much to Eads Consumer Supply as we come out of the timeout called by head coach Hill. I don't think I've ever seen that before where they call it, at match point there. 23-24. If Holly gets another point, it'll make it deuces. Serve by Garrido. Strong serve. Alaya Muth setting up. Number 4, Carroll, kill shot, and it is! Kill shot, Aubrey Carroll. 25-23. Cheyenne Wells wins this fourth very close set. Hoo-wee, that was a fun one. Final score, Cheyenne Wells 3, Holly 1. Man, great grit and fortitude by Holly in that fourth set. Just stayed on him. Got so close there, closest set by far. Very fun game altogether. Time to bring you the post-game show presented by McClave State Bank. How important is convenience? Well, what if you didn't have to drive to the bank and wait in line at the drive-thru? McClave State Bank now offering convenient mobile banking and mobile deposit. They offer fast, efficient service and a friendly staff that can handle all your banking needs. You'll save time with the convenience and ease of their online banking. And for even more convenience, stop by in Lamar at their newest location at 309 East Olive Street. It's a lovely facility. McClave State Bank, small enough to serve you well, member FDIC. Final score, Holly, got that first set on Sean Wells, 25-18. But then Sean Wells brought it back, 25-13 in that second set, 25-17 in that third set. Then this fourth set, very close all throughout, but Sean Wells closes out 25-23. Final score, Sean Wells wins this game 3-1 after dropping the first one. So Holly will finish their season 8 wins, 15 losses. They're now 1-7 in their last 8. They're ranked 39th heading into this game. I bet they'll stay about there as for the end of the season. While Cheyenne Wells, they finished 10-12, 6-6 in home games now. They were ranked 25th heading into this game. Only top 24 make regionals. So we'll just have to see what happens. Don't know how much this game will help with Cheyenne Wells' rankings. They'll probably have to hope that teams just barely ahead of them lose their games this week. But Cheyenne Wells, ranked 25th in the state, might have a chance at regionals. Just might. But we'll just have to see what happens there. But a very fun game. Very fun back and forths. Just really enjoyed that game. Called their game last year, that 5-set thriller. And got a very fun 4-set one. Holly set the pace in that first set, but Cheyenne Wells, cleaned up some mistakes, and then from then on out, just really took it to them, especially that second set and that third set. But that fourth set, man, Holly, they just stayed, head up, head down, nose on the grindstone, just stayed working, almost got it. But very fun game. Cheyenne Wells wins this game 3-1 against Holly. Finally, time to bring you the Golden Plains Insurance MVP. Golden Plains Insurance in Lamar, Springfield, Walsh, and Rocky Ford bringing a lifetime of experience to the table, and they discuss your farm and ranch insurance needs. They're committed to you, not some corporation, so they got the freedom and authority to create the perfect policy custom designed for your operation. Independent and homegrown just like you, Golden Plains Insurance prepared for your future. First off for Holly, everybody playing real good. Coram and Rushton, leading them in kills and those great blocks. Valdez, always very solid. Schwab, good as well. Cabry Hatcher, Caden Rushton, Madison Neugebauer all putting in great minutes off the bench, especially there in that fourth set, helping them bring it back. And Lillian Parker, that freshman, man, she's something great for Holly. But then looking at the Cheyenne Wells side, everybody playing out of their minds there as well. Serenity Worley, Athena Ball, Evan Scheimer, and Aubrey Carroll all with excellent kills. Lily Gilmore, Elia Muth, great defensive plays by them. And Bristol Fulton, the freshman, very promising as well for Cheyenne Wells. But we're going to give the Golden Plains Insurance MVP to Aubrey Carroll. One heck of a game by her. So many kills. Just good work overall by the whole Cheyenne Wells team. But we're giving the edge. Aubrey Carroll will win our Golden Plains MVP. And that'll do it for the broadcast. Final score, Cheyenne Wells drops the first set to Holly, but wins the next 3 to win in 4 sets. As both teams' regular season come to a close, Holly is done for the season, while Cheyenne Wells might have a chance at regional next week. They'll just have to see how that plays out. But a very fun game overall. Thank you very much for tuning in. Couple things, though, before I sign off. One last thank you to all the following for sponsoring today's game. That is Keefe Memorial Hospital, Gabe Roth Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, C&K Oil, Wendy Dickey Insurance Agency, Rushton Thoroughbreds, KC Electric, The Gap in Cheyenne Wells Lumber, Santa Fe Trailhouse in Holly, The Quick Corner here in Cheyenne Wells Grocery, and J&F Auto Parts in Holly. Thank you to all of them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. We appreciate it. I was your broadcaster for tonight, Ethan Smith-Senna. Hope you enjoyed the call as Cheyenne Wells beats Holly 3-1. Next sports broadcast coming your way this Thursday, approximately 6:30 p.m. start time. Jose will have the call for Pueblo County at Lamar varsity volleyball action for Lamar's last home game of the season. And thank you very much for tuning in. Big thank you, as always, to Christy back at the station for board hopping as you're listening to 105.7 FM KVAY. And as always, you have a great rest of your night.